Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another vlog. It is Monday, July 15th, and I've got a busy week ahead of me. I'm gonna take you along with me, but this afternoon I'm heading to a meet and greet at my new principal's house, which I can't wait for. I've got 3 full days of tag training tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. I've got some items on my to-do list that absolutely have to get done by Thursday night because at the end of this busy week, there is a reward. Billy and I are leaving Friday morning for his surprise 30th birthday trip, which I think I can go ahead and share about in this vlog because I'm pretty sure it's gonna go up after we have already returned home. So without further ado, let's get caught up and I've got some things to share with you. Let's start with a weekend recap. In my last vlog, which again, make sure that you are staying up to date on my Falling in Love with Teaching Again playlist because these vlogs are going up pretty often at this point. I mentioned that Billy and I, every Friday night, we watch a movie and we enjoy a pint of ice cream, which I've been making lately using my Ninja Creamy. Go back and watch the last vlog if you're curious about that.
Only thing that can make this day better is ice cream.
But I mentioned we were possibly gonna watch When Harry Met Sally, which neither of us had seen. Y'all, it was so good. It's one of those movies I should have watched a long time ago. Absolutely loved it. You've probably already seen it because it's been around for a long time, but I had not. And I can now say it's a fantastic movie. I also tried to focus on having a more consistent wake up time over the weekend. Billy and I have realized that Saturdays and Sundays, it is best for us to go ahead and get up early as much as we dread it in the moment, but that way we can head to the gym first thing, get our workout in before it gets hot, before the gym gets busy, and then we have the rest of the day ahead of us. So even though I do love sleeping in, I have found that just keeping that consistent routine throughout the weekend and still getting up early is beneficial. Speaking of which, I had to alter my routine a little bit today. It's a Monday. Usually Mondays are a rest day for me, but moving forward to Thursday of this week, because I need to take Ember up to my parents, they're gonna watch her while we go on Billy's birthday trip. We'll chat about that, just stay tuned. I'm not gonna have time to go to the gym on Thursday, so I shifted my days. I got up this morning, went to the gym first thing, and the rest of the day thus far has been spent just trying to get some work done. I posted a vlog. I got another one scheduled to go up tomorrow. I've done a little bit of meal prepping since I'm gonna be away from home basically all day for the next 3 days. I needed to make sure I had lunches ready to go. I've prepped stuff for dinner tonight. Oh, I read a book over the weekend. Let me share that with you. I mentioned in my last vlog that I was hoping to read Better Than Carrots or Sticks over the weekend, and I'm happy to report that I not only read it, I finished it. This was book number 32 thus far this year. Yay, although I need to pick up the pace a little bit for July. This was a quick read. I read it in a day and a half. It's only 150 pages, although it threw me off a little bit because the previous owner, since I got this at Half Price Books, they had highlighted in it, so it threw me off a little bit. You know, you can see the parts where I also highlighted. However, I did enjoy the book. I didn't get a ton out of it. A lot of it was stuff I already knew or had heard of, but if you've never read it, if you're not familiar with restorative practices, I do recommend it. So I will link it for you in the description box, but it is important when you read a book like this to then take action on it, at least for a nonfiction book. So let me show you what that looks like for me. So this is my digital teacher planner for the upcoming school year. I will have it linked for you down below. I'm using the Google Slides version, but Bridget and I also have it available for tablets as well. One of the templates included is the idea tracker. It's the little light bulb up here, so it's linked on every page. And it's just a very basic place to kind of jot down ideas and notes. So after reading Better Than Carrots or Sticks, I duplicated this template. So I still have my blank copy and I just duplicated the slide to create one for back to school. And I jotted down some ideas that I took away from the book. That way when back to school time comes, I have a reminder. So for example, there was a student interest survey on page 27 of the book, and I really liked some of the questions on there, so that's something I'll want to go back and take a peek at again. They also outlined these 3 basic classroom rules, and I just loved the way that they were worded. So take care of yourself, take care of each other, take care of this place. And then also during back to school time, asking students what they want in a teacher, and then also sharing with them what teachers want in students. I thought I could somehow make an activity out of that. I'm not sure exactly what that will look like yet, but you know, it's an idea. They also mentioned these help wanted and help offered ads that students can create. So based on their skills and interests, they could create help offered ads. So if a kid is really good at basketball and maybe there's another kid in the class who wants to learn basketball, you can kind of pair them up together. And I just thought that that was a really sweet and easy idea to implement. Also, this student in the spotlight display, I used to actually have this in my classroom. I'd pick a different student each week. And when I taught 4th grade reading, the rest of the students would write a letter to that student. And at the end of the week, that student would get to take all of the letters home, which I loved. But since I'm not teaching reading, I thought this could be something that's displayed outside of my classroom, and it's a way to like highlight the student to the rest of the grade and the staff and all that. Again, will this actually come to fruition? I don't know, but it's an idea. And then just starting to brainstorm, like having a daily class meeting and what some of those sections could look like. And in the book, it mentioned this like old business and new business. I liked the wording of that. And then having a place to display sentence frames for resolving conflict. So again, this is just a place for me to kind of brain dump, but I really like having it right in my digital teacher planner. That way, as back to school time comes, it's all in one place for me. Now, on an entirely unrelated note, I have a new favorite snack to share. Also, side note, we went to Costco and we got this big bundle of bananas for $1.50, although they're already going brown, so they will probably be made into banana bread.
This day is bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
Then, when we did our grocery pickup order at H-E-B, they included bananas, which we did not order, and that happens sometimes. Random items will end up in your pickup order that you didn't order. And so now I just feel like my entire pantry is a banana farm. But y'all, okay, I love goldfish. If you've been around a while, you already know this. And I've shared before about the Old Bay goldfish, which were, up until this point, my favorite goldfish. But they released these limited edition spicy dill pickle goldfish. Now, if you live around me, don't buy them all up because I want to go buy them all up. And I'm going to be mad if you sell out the store. But if you live anywhere else outside of Austin, if you see these, get yourself some. They are so good. If you don't like pickles, you probably shouldn't buy them. But if you like pickles and you like, you know, just like a little touch of heat, buy them. Thank me later. It has been a busy day. I feel like a hamster running on a wheel, moving as quickly as I can, but not making a lot of progress. I need to do some more work when I get home. However, right now I am headed to a meet and greet. So my principal is having all of the new staff members to my school over to her house because she is going to be out of town when we do our orientation to the school at the end of the month. And I'm excited because I get to mingle with some other people who are new and don't know what they're doing. But I also just think it's really sweet that my principal is having us over her house. And I feel like I want to be her when I grow up. I have no desire to be a principal or an administrator, but just the little bits that I get to know of her thus far, I don't know, she just seems amazing. So I'm gonna head to that, come home, do some more work. I'm cooking dinner tonight, so I need to cut myself off from work a little bit early, and then I need to get in bed early because I have to get up early because more tag training tomorrow morning, but we will catch up then. One thing I did do is go on to Fetch, which I've shared about this before. It's a free app. You just scan receipts and you can then redeem them for gift cards. So I redeemed basically all of my points for Amazon gift cards. But y'all, I was able to get $500 worth of Amazon gift cards. So if you were on the fence Just trust me, it's worth it. I will have my referral code down in the description box, but learn from my mistakes. It takes up to 3 days to process the gift cards, so you don't necessarily get access to them instantaneously. So you have to kind of think ahead, but these are all gonna go toward classroom purchases. And speaking of classroom purchases, it is now Tuesday, July 16th. Today and tomorrow are Amazon Prime Day. So during my lunch break, because I am headed to a full day tag training, if you're curious about the tag training and the number of hours I need, go back and watch the last vlog. I explained it all there. During my lunch break, I'm gonna come out to my car and do some Amazon Prime shopping. So I think once all of the items come in, maybe I will do a haul vlog so you can see all of the things that I get, but I will share some. More importantly, because that's not relevant to you, by the time you're seeing this, Prime Day is long gone. Let's talk about the meet and greet last night. Y'all, I literally feel like I need to keep pinching myself because I must be dreaming.
Dreaming cartoons? How fun.
Because the school that I am at, the school community, the administration, the other teachers, I just feel so incredibly lucky. I got home last night and I just talked Billy's ear off about how excited I am and how fortunate I feel to have gotten hired at the school that I did, and it just made me even more excited for the school year. And even though right now I'm getting into that time frame where I'm starting to feel little bits of the overwhelm because there's this rush to get a lot of things done before the school year starts, but moments like yesterday remind me, like, Michelle, it's okay. You're in a great place. It's all gonna work out. My new principal was just a phenomenal host. As I said yesterday, I'm like, I wanna be her when I grow up. We got these little whales, which the rest of the staff got at the end of the school year, and we're supposed to take pictures with them throughout the summer and send them to her, almost like a flat Stanley. So this will come with me on the trip that Billy and I leave for on Friday, which I'll chat with you about that tomorrow. All that to be said, ooh, sultry voice there for a second. I just feel so, I hate to keep saying happy because that sounds repetitive, but truly, I feel lucky, fortunate, happy, excited. Okay, I need to head to the tag training, and then lunchtime, we're gonna hit up some Amazon Prime Day deals. One of the top things I need to get today is my teacher bag, and I'm gonna talk about what is important to me in a teacher bag, because I've come to realize over the years, not every bag will cut it, okay? I have specific qualifications. Before we jump into shopping on Amazon Prime Day, it is lunchtime. Did I pack an entire cooler in my car? Yes. Yes, I did, but I'm happy with my choice because it stayed cold even in this hot Texas sun. I wanted to share this new lunch container that I got. So if you're like me and you eat like big volumes of food, so today I have a big salad. Not that I'm always gonna have salads, but it just sounded good. I got this, it's from Swell, but has a lid, and then there's this inside piece, so these are all metal, and then I have my big salad with all my green pepper underneath, and then all my veggies up here on top, and it comes with the little condiment container, and then I just packed a pack of tuna on the side because that's really easy to throw on there. But I will link this for you if you are also looking for like a lunch container, especially if you pack a lot of salads. So I did end up purchasing a teacher bag. Before I show you the one that I got, I want to show you some of the options I chose to not go with and why. That way I can highlight, at least for me, the features that I look for in a teacher backpack. Ironically, all of the ones I had saved to my wish list ended up being Prime Day deals, but I went ahead and purchased one because I always worry that the deals are gonna go away. So let's start with this one that I did not purchase. First of all, I have just learned a lot of times when it says fashion, that means it's not overly functional, and I would prefer function over fashion. So this bag, I liked the simplicity of it, but I cannot stand those USB ports on the side of backpacks because I just don't use them. And if you use it, then maybe this would be a good option for you. But I also felt like it didn't have enough pockets. There's the one main big pocket, and then there's this front pocket, but I like to have a lot of different pockets. So that one was a no. This one, It intrigued me. It had more pockets. I liked the idea of this other strap that you could just throw over your shoulder. However, I didn't love the fact that it was leather or pleather, because I know it's not real leather. I wanted ideally a fabric that is water resistant. Not that we get a ton of rain here in Texas. I just have had bags in the past get drenched from rainstorms, and I would like to avoid that. This one, I know myself, and I am drawn to tote bags, but I also know that they're not the most functional for me, and I would rather have a book bag. So this one, I loved all the pockets. I loved that inner compartment. There was a spot to put like your laptop, but then also other books and notebooks and things. However, I just knew that with it not being a backpack, as I get older, I need to spread the weight between two shoulders rather than one. And then this one, again, it has cute in the name, which is not a good sign, but it is very basic. And I did like overall the number of pockets. It seemed to have some good features, but at the same time, like this side pocket with the little strap, I don't want that strap. That's just not important to me. So all that to be said, here is what I actually ended up ordering. So this is from a brand called Light Flight, I wanna say, which I've recently seen people with like at airports, and every time I saw it, I was like, ooh, I like that. So what I really enjoyed about this bag is there are multiple pockets. So you have like that back pocket where you can put a laptop, then you have another big pocket, then you have another pretty good sized pocket with a side pocket. I liked that these side ones were zippers because I don't use them for water bottles. Y'all, this is my water bottle, okay? It ain't fitting in a pocket. So I like instead that I could put my phone or pens and things in there. I want all of my pockets to have zippers because I used to have that 31 tote bag and I would lean over and all my pens would fly out, and I'm not about that life anymore. That accessory compartment, I liked all of the options within that, you know, little pockets inside of pockets, pocketception, if you will. I'm not gonna use the anti-theft zippers, but that's a nice thought, I guess. It's water resistant. You know, it's black and gold. All that to be said, I also ordered myself 2 other lunch box type things, like bento box type things. I got myself a dress and 2 pairs of jeans, but I am gonna do a haul, I guess, maybe, of the Amazon Prime stuff that I got. And I should probably cut myself off and consult my budget a little bit closer. If you missed my budgeting video, I've got a free template for you so you can be a better person than me and actually stick to your budget. But I'm gonna sit here, eat my salad, do a little more shopping, update my list, all of that good stuff. And that's gonna be about it for today. So this training goes until 4, but I then have to go home, throw ball with Ember. I need to head to the gym, get my workout in, and I've got a video that's gotta get edited by Friday. So I'm gonna stop vlogging for now, and then I'll check in with you tomorrow morning. I lied, it's Tuesday night, I'm checking in again, but I wanted to show you something I was working on today during those moments of downtime. Y'all know, in PDs and meetings, they'll give you like a 10-minute break, and I'm trying to be productive. So I started working on my Meet the Teacher letter, which I will actually be collaborating with my switch teacher on. So my switch teacher is the teacher that will teach my students reading and social studies. We'll get to that as we get closer to the school year. It's not super relevant right now, but if you've been following me, you probably know I have a Meet the Teacher letter template in my TPT store. I will link it for you. But when you download it, it is a PowerPoint template. So once you unzip the file, you will have the PowerPoint template, the product info PDF, and then a tutorial video. But since I don't really use PowerPoint anymore, I just use Google Slides, I just wanted to show you, all I did was upload that PowerPoint file into Google Slides. Then when you open it, you might notice that it still says .pptx, which means it's a PowerPoint file, but if you go to File and then Save as Google Slides, it will go ahead and like fully convert it while that's loading. I also just wanted to show you here in Google Drive, if you go to your settings, click on Settings, scroll down, and then if you check the box that says Convert Uploads to Google Docs Editor Format, it will automatically make that conversion for you if you upload like a Word or a PowerPoint file. But You will notice now, after saving it as a Google Slides, I no longer have that extension. Now some of the text boxes, like the font may not be the same, but you can go in and edit it. So even if you have PowerPoint templates, you can still upload them to your Google Slides and utilize them as slides. Now it is the next day, Wednesday, July 17th. I am back in tag training. It's actually lunchtime already. I did want to share though, one of my favorite things about attending PDs is finding little strategies or nuggets that I can take back to my classroom. And one thing the presenter had us do, but then also made a point to acknowledge, was a simple jigsaw activity. We were given a passage in a group and we were told to divide it up equally and read it and then share. And she didn't tell us how to divide it up, and she also didn't tell us how to share. And so once we completed the activity, she kind of brought our attention to how, for our students, sometimes we overstructure things, and especially for some of our more advanced students, giving them that flexibility and that choice to have a group and go, all right, how do we want to divide it up? And then how do we want to share? Obviously that can vary a lot depending on the grade level you teach and also your students, but it's just something to keep in mind. Those simple tweaks are much easier on the teacher. It's less planning and things that you have to do in advance, but it also is beneficial for your students. Also, speaking of also, I finally got my laptop connected to the actual internet. I was trying to run it off the hotspot on my phone, which worked the past 2 days. For whatever reason, today it wasn't working. And through some perseverance, I had to try a lot of things, but I finally got it to work. So yay, that is one of my other glimmers from the day. And I'm also proud of myself because it is day 2 of Amazon Prime Day. Honestly, I have shown a lot of constraint. Most of the things I bought are more so on the personal side and less for my classroom. I did make another classroom purchase that I'm excited about, but as I mentioned, I'm gonna do a haul. Although I don't know how much will be in the haul, but regardless, that video will be coming up. I've mostly been buying things like some clothing items, things to make packing lunches and breakfasts easier. So I will share those in the haul as well, because I feel like if it's beneficial for me, it might be beneficial for others. I could be wrong. Let's chat about Billy's birthday trip, which last night I had some moments where I was getting stressed out because I have a lot to get done before we leave on Friday, but I keep reminding myself it'll be worth it. By the time this video goes up, we will already be home, so I can go ahead and chat with you about where I am taking him for his 30th birthday. I mentioned a couple of vlogs ago that I'm doing a 30 for 30 theme, like ESPN, so he's gonna open up 30 envelopes along the way and find out about the different activities. But the first gift, which he's gonna get tomorrow night, is a shirt, and it says "straight out of my 20s," which that is a little, I'm alluding to us going to LA. So once he puts together the pieces, realizes we are going to Los Angeles, the first envelope that he opens will be our plane information, because we fly out at like 6 a.m. Friday morning. Then once we land, he'll open an envelope to find out about our rental car, because I splurged for a nicer vehicle. Then he will open up an envelope to choose where we go for breakfast, since it's gonna be early in the morning. And I just kind of gave 2 descriptions. He's not gonna know which either one is, but he's just gonna pick one and we're gonna go. And I've factored in a lot of little things like that, but I'm very excited because we're gonna get to see the building that they use for the exterior of the office. We're gonna go to some places from Curb Your Enthusiasm, which is another show that we love. I've got some great food spots picked out, and we're going to be going to a live taping of Jimmy Kimmel, which I'm very excited about, because one of my 40 before 40 list items is to be in like the studio audience of a show. So that will be a check. And then also I am splurging, and for his birthday, we're going to a Michelin star restaurant, because that's also on my 40 before 40 list. And it's gonna be pricey, but I think it'll be one of those situations that will be worth it. And it's a creating memories type of thing. But I'll do more of a recap once we get back. I need to eat my lunch. We kind of opted as a group to shorten our lunch break so that we could hopefully get out a little bit earlier. So I'm going to eat my lunch, head back in, and that's gonna be it for this video, because tomorrow is a busy day. I'm in tag training all day, but then I have to take Ember to my parents because they're watching her while we're gone. I have to pack. So it's not gonna be conducive to vlogging. But if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and notification bell. Make sure you check in on my Falling in Love with Teaching Again playlist, because again, the vlogs are going up quite frequently, at least during the summer, and you want to stay up to date. But as always, thank you for watching. I love you so much. Don't forget to put your positive pants on, or if it's as hot where you live as it currently is in Texas, positive shorts. That'll work too. And I will catch you in the next one.